the general who broke the Maginot Line and then died stupidly. On June 14, 1940, General Oberst Eugen von Schobert became a German hero overnight when his 7th Army Corps smashed through the Maginot Line, the supposedly impregnable fortress system that France had spent 2 decades and billions of francs building along its eastern border. Within just 72 hours of launching his assault, von Schobert had forced entire French divisions to surrender and captured the strategic cities of Nancy and Toul. Adolf Hitler was so impressed that he personally promoted von Schobert to Generaloberst at the Grand 1940 ceremony in Berlin, where the Führer celebrated Germany's humiliation of what had been considered the strongest army in Europe. By 1941, von Schobert was commanding the elite 11th Army with 250,000 troops during Operation Barbarossa, the massive invasion of the Soviet Union. By September 1941, von Schobert had spent 39 years in uniform and survived the carnage of the First World War. He was 58 years old, experienced, decorated, and on track for more promotions and an eventual comfortable retirement as one of Germany's celebrated military heroes. But on September 12, 1941, all of that achievement collapsed into something absurd and pointless. Despite explicit warnings from his staff officers about Soviet mine concentrations scattered across the area, von Schobert insisted on conducting a personal low-altitude reconnaissance flight in a fragile Fieseler Storch observation plane. He wanted to personally observe Soviet positions near Antonovka in the Ukrainian countryside. The Fieseler Storch was a lightweight 2-seat plane designed for short takeoffs and landings, but it offered virtually no protection to anyone inside. As the plane descended toward what looked like a clear, open field, the wheels touched the ground, and Soviet anti-personnel mines that had been randomly scattered by retreating Red Army soldiers exploded beneath the aircraft. The detonation was so violent that it vaporized the plane almost instantly. German soldiers stationed nearby watched in horror as the Storch transformed into a massive fireball that rose 200 feet into the air, consuming everything inside. Both von Schobert and his pilot, Hauptmann Wilhelm Suwalak, burned to death instantly. The bodies were so completely charred that identification had to rely on dental records and fragments of uniform insignia that somehow survived the flames.